Hey, it's Catherine and Chris, and we are talking with Brian Davies of Bodyworks Plus. Also, our very good friend Mark Borja, who is the founder of Save a Nut for testicular cancer awareness, about a really fun event coming up that they call Nuts and Wheels.
Mark and Brian joining us this morning here just to talk a little bit about your foundation and to really make people aware of this because both of you guys have had some scares. And Mark, you had to go through some pretty major surgery in order to take care of this. And we're talking about testicular cancer. You've got an event that's coming up to raise awareness about this and try to raise some money for your foundation, Save a Nut. And
we're going nuts.
Exactly. Brian, you are going to be hosting this event. We'll talk more about that in just a little bit. But real quickly, Mark, your story that this has happened not too long ago, right?
Well, yeah, it actually happened in 2017, but that was one of the biggest scares of my life. I've never dealt with cancer ever and all that stuff. And when I was young, at age 25, I didn't realize that testicular cancer could be a thing and all that stuff. I didn't know guys could get that. I didn't even know that was a thing that could happen down there.
Right.
So, when that happened to me, and it was one of the most detrimental things in my life. And I didn't know what I could do to get help and all that stuff. So I reached out to some people, but I found out there's a testicular cancer foundation in Austin, Texas, but there was nothing here in Charlotte. So once I got through the surgery, I was like, man, that was the biggest scare of my life. Luckily, because of my surgery, I was able to just be cancer-free. The only thing that was unfortunate is that I lost my left testicle, but since then I've been cancer-free, just making sure I do my checkups like CT scans, no chemo or radiation therapy and all that stuff. So yeah, luckily I was able to catch it early. So I want to help make sure guys can catch it early enough and see to find those signs early enough, so that way they don't have to deal with that too. So,
this tends to happen in younger guys, right?
It's
of course, if you find something, have it checked.
Yeah,
of course, at
always
any
looking
age.
for the signs. It's really simple. So
it tends to happen in guys that are between what ages?
I was 15 to 34. Actually.
15 to 34
for guys.
So what are the signs
Yeah, there's usually signs that's actually of course one of the biggest ones is like the lumps or bumps in your testicles. You're always looking for those signs like lumps or bumps, anything like tough or hard feeling. That stuff is a big sign. Lower back pain is actually a sign too.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And then just overall fatigue. I remember before I even had before I even was aware of having testicular cancer. I remember I was running around throwing the football with my friends, and I was just that much more tired, and I wasn't able to keep up with them, even though we were only playing for 30 minutes and all that. I couldn't keep up. They were at it for over an hour or so and all that. So. But yeah, it's fatigue, lower back pain, and then even the lumps or bumps down there. Those are always the signs and all that. So.
And I think one thing too, pain is not really common. Yeah. Right. You would think maybe, hey, you got some pain because of some bumps.
Yeah, slight
bumps,
pain maybe. So
yeah. But I think that's one of the signs that's uncommon is that you don't feel pain.
Yeah, it's painless, which is actually more. Sometimes there's a weird kind of thing. That's what I felt, but a lot of times you don't notice it until it's actually there. So
yeah.
So if it's suspicious, get it checked.
Yes, of course.
I mean, it's worth it to do that. And that's the biggest thing is getting checked. If something is suspicious, get that checked, because you see two cases here. One, it was caught early. Mark, you don't have any problems now, do you?
Yeah, I've been.
I mean, you're enjoying a full manhood of sex life and everything.
Yeah, honestly, cancer-free in 5 years. All I do is the CT scans and blood work. I have one coming up actually later this month in December. But everything's been clear for the most part, and that's really what we're trying to do here. Is just really making sure guys can catch it early, or catch the signs early, and make sure they handle it right away, and just even having that conversation, even with Save a Nut. We have that funny humor with it too, but at the same time, we want to make it light because of a serious topic.
Yes.
It's so tough and all that. So
do you feel like that disarms people? Just the name of your organization, it's it just disarms people. That opens people up.
So we're trying to save nuts. We're trying to save your nuts, his nuts, everybody's nuts.
Right.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, one of the coined terms that we came up with is I've been in Charlotte for 22 years, keeping families safe, and nuts too.
Yes. And nuts too. Yes.
Mark keeps throwing that out. Hey, nuts too.
Yes. Yeah. Keeping families and nuts safe now. So,
That's right.
Yeah, this Christmas. Yes.
Well, whatever it takes to get the word out, because in this case, in the survivability of this, catching it early is pretty doggone impressive as far as the treatments go. you've got an event coming up.
Yes, Nuts and Wheels.
Speaking
Yeah.
of nuts,
Yes.
nuts and wheels.
Yes,
Let's
Nuts
talk
and
about
Wheels,
that
yeah.
and what you're planning to do there. But Brian, your business has joined up with Mark in making this happen. I think you got something else going on too that day, don't you? Like a grand opening?
Yeah. We've been serving Charlotte, for 22 years. Had a shop in Noda that we sold that property. And
You're talking about Body Works Plus.
Yeah, Body Works Plus. Yeah. We have a body shop that we've had in the Noda area for a long time, and I sold that property and flipped it into a new place right off of 24th Street. And Mark kind of helped me with documenting the construction project and getting everything going, and we just really built a good friendship. And as we were getting close to getting this done and hearing his story, I just felt it was a great opportunity for us to join forces and raise some money. And because I've had the scares too, and knowing what he's been through, I think guys a lot of times just don't want to talk about it. And just think it's a great way for us to give back and be a part of the community. And Mark's just done a really great job for all the stuff that we've done together. So
Your event's coming up on December 10th.
Yes, December 10th. Yeah,
Tell us all about it.
Yes, Nuts and Wheels. The reason why it's called Nuts and Wheels is because Brian got in touch with Keith Sayers. They're a freestyle motocross. So they're going to do a bunch of flips and stuff during the event. And while we're going to be having also Levine Cancer Institute there to help people have that access, know that they have the access to actually medical treatment for saving your nuts and all that. So
Right. So the event, I think, is going to be from 11 to 6 is
Yes,
what
11
we've
to
got
6,
planned.
yeah.
We got a band later in the afternoon.
Yes, carrying the good watts.
Yeah, carrying the good watts. And again, like Mark said, Keith Sayers is going to be there, which is a lot of fun. We're going to have Santa Claus, elves.
Yes.
Also going to do a silent auction. And a lot of our vendors that we deal with and the people that Mark knows, we're gonna have a silent auction to help raise money. And really just try to have a fun time and celebrate Christmas.
Sounds
Santa
like a
Claus-
fun day.
Yeah,
Yes,
Santa
yeah.
Claus is going to be there.
Now tell us how to get to your place there
So
for
we're,
those that.
we're right uptown off of Tryon Street. It's 216 West 24th Street, and our website is bodyworksplus.com. And I know Saving Up, he's got a the Facebook page that's connected to mine that you can register. We'd love to have everybody register too, just so we know how to plan as far as number of people.
Yeah, it's a family-free event too. So family fun-free event.
On
So-
December 10th?
Yes, on December 10th.
All right, sounds great. And people go to his
You
website,
can
your
go to
website.
bodyworksplus.com or savinut.org, or check us out on Instagram too, Savinut or Bodyworks Plus Charlotte, and then you can find all the information for the event there. So,
That's awesome.
yeah,
Thank you,
yeah.
fellas.
All right,
Appreciate
Looking
y'all.
forward to
Look
it.
forward to seeing you there.
Or Saving Nuts, yes. Yes.